Welcome to the Tap Success blogging class. My name is Randy, and I'm delighted to have you join me in this adventure. This began in 2003. I had been a professional photographer. I had photographed governors in New Mexico, the Supreme Court in New Mexico, and I was invited to places in Texas where I photographed the wealthy people's children. And I can tell you that was a really good business until digital photography overtook film. The first digital photographs were absolutely terrible. Eastman Kodak Company invented the digital camera and then didn't develop it. And the digital world overtook film photography, and Kodak went bankrupt, and the rest of us were left treading water. I decided to buy a laptop and study websites. I had already studied journalism in college, and I was good at photography, so I combined those in making websites. And I was making websites for my friends and family, and then customers. And over the years, I've probably made 10,000 websites. Some years later, I found that people didn't just go to your website because it was there. They went to websites because they discovered them on Google. And that's when I realized just building the website wasn't enough. I needed to blog for it. And that's when I discovered profitable websites. And what I mean by this is there is the difficult way of getting people to your website, which is putting a lot of time and money into advertising, or there is the better way by finding the questions people are asking about your website, about your category of business, and answering those questions. And when I began doing that, I answered really good questions. And at first, it took a while for Google to test my website and test those answers. But after that test period was over, I started getting money. At first, it was a little bit here and there, but soon it was $1,000. And then soon it was $1,000 a month. And before long, it was $1,000 a week. And I can tell you, $1,000 a week is a good income in the United States, and I think in any country. And here's the even better news. If you have a website that is earning $1,000 a month or a week, you have a valuable property. If you have a website that's making $4,000 a month, when you sell that website, its value is about $140,000. So this is a project and a goal worth pursuing. I'm going to be your guide. You will pick your own niche. You will pick something that you really like, something you want to know more about, or something you know lots about already. And you're going to find the questions in Google that need answers, and you're going to answer them better than anybody. And when you do that, that's easy work, and you will get paid again and again and again. I built a really profitable website, and that made really good money, and that allowed me to travel, live a better life, and to live internationally. You can do the same thing. And in fact, you have an even better opportunity than I do because you speak another language. And the internet in your language is blossoming and burgeoning right now. And you can only do better. I worked very hard at this. And at the beginning, you will too. And that's because Google will test your website. Google only wants real quality answers to questions people are needing answers to. This means you will need a guide at the beginning. And that's where I come in. I have been down this road. I know lots of people who make really good money doing this, and I know you can too. So this is where we can help you get to where you're going. And I've made this as easy as possible for you. I have built the website. I will add the themes, the plugins, the security, the SSL, and everything you need. Plus, I have trimmed down the admin panel so that you have the simple interface where you can add the blog, add the photos, and save it as a draft. Your editor will review your work and approve this or make suggestions. We can publish every week on a regular basis. And by the end of a year, you will have at least 50 posts, and many of them will be really good and wanted by Google. And if you have real quality posts, Google will be indexing your page and it will start showing your page in about 5 or 6 or 7 months. And you will start to see results. I know up until then, it's going to feel like you are in a desert and nobody is watching. This is why you want to stay with this process and keep to this schedule and keep listening to your editor's encouragement because you can get there. If you follow these directions, the only way you will fail is if you quit. If you keep doing this according to our instructions, you will get there. Stay with this plan for 2 years. This will give you enough time to make the mistakes at the beginning, and mistakes are okay. You really can't make big mistakes with this. The way it's set up, you will make 50 posts in the first year, and you will learn from those 50, at least 50, you can write more. You will learn from those posts what pages do they think are best, where do you get the most visitors, which pages don't get visitors. This is valuable feedback, and this will tell you where you want to write more articles and where you want to concentrate your efforts so that you can find more visitors. And this is really sweet because Google will show you where the demand is All you have to do is check for the supply, your competitors, and make sure that you have original content that's the best you can do. And if this is a subject you already know, that's pretty easy. And if you need to do more research, that's even better, because if you have to look for the information, I can guarantee you that there are lots of people who want this information, and I can tell you that they are lazy. They will not do the work. If you do the work, you will get the money. I recommend that you do this quickly. When you have an idea for a post, you should go to the website and you should start a blog with that title. If you only do that and you save that as a draft, you can always come back to it if you don't have time to finish it. But the more ideas you can put in there, the better. And the sooner you can do that, the better. Because when you look at a blank page, sometimes your ideas just go out the window. But if you start with some really good ideas saved as drafts, you can take one of those and develop it. And if you can do it, I recommend that you produce a post every day if you can at the beginning. And this is because Google will need to see what you can do before Google will rank your pages. So the sooner you can write them, and the sooner we can edit those to make sure you have everything going, we can publish those. And the sooner we can publish those, the sooner Google can index those and test them. And the sooner Google will have an idea of what your website is about. I'm thrilled to be able to help you. I welcome you to this new adventure. Let's get started.